balanced earlier transition period. And the most essential crises were expressed through economy and energy crisis, as well as the collapse of the old central planning system. It meant deterioration in terms of trade for Armenia because it was a large importer and importer of energy. And it determines by higher prices on important energy and low prices for its exports. The second period is characterized by stable and continuous economic growth that also can apply to the third period that lasts till today. This gradual movement toward economic growth and integration into the regional and world economy became feasible due to implementation of economic and social reforms.
1 year after the sunset deadline expired, out of 16 provisions, 14 are now permanent, and the 2 other ones have 4-year sunset deadlines. So the problem is, we had problems in implementation, but they didn't address those problems because they reenacted the Patriot Act verbatim to the one previously. And looking to the future, it's extremely difficult to coin this as a policy failure when it was reenacted. And with the Obama administration in office, we haven't really heard a lot about the Patriot Act or whether or not they're going to repeal it. So it's still a matter of whether they're going to keep it for permanent or if they're going to do what's going to happen in 4 years when those 2 other sunset deadlines occur. And then summaries and conclusions. I kind of liked this quote. It kind of sees a lot of people view this policy differently, and success and failure are slippery concepts and often highly subjective and relative to an individual's goals, perception of need, perhaps even a psychological disposition towards life. So the way that you view security and liberty is going to determine how you view the Patriot Act and whether or not it's a violation of civil liberties and if it's really going to change our constitutional democracy.
While international terrorism, which of course can be sustained in the event of September 11th, implies acts of terrorism that include international consequences where terrorists go abroad to strike their targets. And this is what we saw on September 11th. And of course, such many factors, especially globalization, help to international terrorists to move so easily because of the communication and other things. What are those terrorists? What are the characteristics of those terrorists? They Islamic terrorists. They view secular governments as corrupt. They are against any secular government. They are universalists. They think that their views can be applied anywhere in the world. They are exclusionists in the sense that they fight anyone who opposes them.